Hi, everybody. This is Michelle Solis from This Must Be Ink. I am coming to you from Seekonk, Massachusetts this evening with my Stamp and Sip Live. It's June 6th, 2025, and tonight we are going to look at the textures. Oh my goodness. I don't know my brain. Metallic textures rub-ons. So we're going to make a card with that tonight, and I will show you some different ways that you can use those. Okay, so let's go back down to here. We were. There we go. So this is the card that I showed you as a sample. And we're going to make a very similar card tonight with these metallic rub-ons. So I haven't used rub-ons for a long time. I forgot how fun they were. And so I'm going to show you how to do this, how easy they are to work with, and some different things that you can do with them. All right, but first things first, take a sip of whatever you brought to drink. Tonight I am doing, what am I drinking? Los Cabos Blood Orange Margaritas, because it's summertime. So now we're into some summertime cocktails. Okay, so this is the card that I showed you. This is using the metallic textures rub-ons. Let me take these out so you can see what they are. So this product comes, I think it's 8 sheets. Yeah, 8 sheets. So you get 2 of each design. I've used a bunch of this one and this one. So you get 2 of each design. Is there one that's whole that I can show you? I've used the gold more than I have the silver. All right, these are the 2 designs. So you get this page. This is silver. Oh, there's a lot of glare there. This is the silver. And these are the 2 sheets that you'll get with all the designs. So you'll get 2 of each of these, and then you get 2 of each in the gold as well. So you get silver and gold. Okay. And they are exactly what they say they are. They are rub-ons. So you will put it on top of your paper and you will just rub the pattern onto your paper. All right. So essentially we're going to make this same card. This idea came right out of the catalog on page 124. There's a card here that they showed with these rub-ons. So essentially, I took that card and just made it landscape and did a very similar collage of pieces. So that was this card. Now tonight, we're going to make this, the card that's in the catalog, almost exactly. We'll see. It never comes out exactly like the catalog, but we're going to try and recreate the one that's in the catalog. Okay, so I'm going to put this one aside. So tonight I'm going to be using just a plain white card base. This is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And then I'm going to create on this piece of designer series paper. This is the bouquet paper. It's in the annual catalog, and this paper comes in 5 colors. Comes in the Balmy Blue, Berry Burst, Calypso Coral, which we're using tonight, Daffodil Delight, Fresh Freesia, and then this one, which I call All of the Above, because it's got a bunch of different colors in there. And the other sides of this paper are the same colors, but they've got this like wash, speckly wash technique on the back of each page. So this is a great background paper for just about any stamp set or technique that you're going to be doing. So tonight we're going to use this Calypso Coral. And I cut these pieces to create our little collage. So you've got this little white piece, which is 2 by 2 3/4. That goes around here. Then you've got this Calypso Coral piece that is 1.5 by 3. That's going to overlap that one, kind of like this. Then we've got this one. This is Peach Pie. This is 1 1/8 by 3. That overlaps this. Then we've got this little square that is 2 by 2. That's going to go up here. And then this last little piece is 1 by 2, also Peach Pie. That's going to go up here. So this is going to be our collage once we get our little designs on. And then you've got a little sentiment piece that we'll stamp and put on top of that. Okay, so I did the blue in silver. This one I'm going to do in gold. And let's make our little pieces. So, hi, Kathy. So this little white piece, in the catalog, they used this like a wood grain pattern on there. So in order to use these, you're going to want to cut out the pattern that you're using so that when you lay it on your project, you're only going to get this pattern. It's not going to pick up any of the others. So you'll take this little piece, and this right here, this gold that you're seeing, that is what's going to go on your card. So you want to be careful not to scratch this at all. Ask me how I know. All right, so we want to be careful with this. So we're going to lift this off of the backing paper, and we're just going to lay it down onto our sheet that we're going to transfer it onto. So we'll just lay it over top. And then it's a little bit sticky, so just press down with your fingers. And then what I have done is used my bone folder. Oops. So my bone folder, I've just rubbed exactly like it says. It's a rub-on. You're just going to rub that onto the sides. You might get some that's going to transfer around that piece that you're using, but that's okay. Just put something underneath that you don't mind getting the gold onto. All right, then you're going to lift this up. And I didn't have to press very hard. You're going to just start peeling this back. And I just go slow so I can stop if I have to, if something didn't transfer properly. Just lift this back, and you're going to get your gold piece on, your gold design onto that piece of cardstock. So then I'm going to lift this up. You can see some of it was on the edge here. Oh, it's stuck. Some of it's on the edge here, and I just push that down all the way around. And then here on the surface, I usually take my finger and I just pat it down to make sure there's nothing sticking up that's going to get caught and then peel off. Okay, so you should be good. So now you've got your pattern transferred right onto that piece of paper, and it is super, super shiny. All right, so that's our first piece. Then on this piece that goes across, they did the little wreath. So we're going to cut this wreath out. Okay. So this piece, obviously this is too big to fit onto this piece of cardstock. So I'm going to place it where I want the pattern. Then I'm going to pick this up and I'm just going to trim this off. Because I can use this part on something else. So we'll just set that aside. Now this one we'll peel off of the backing and place onto our paper. And again, just use my bone folder, just carefully because we don't want to scratch it. And then we will lift. Maybe get my finger under there. Oh, I didn't get the edge of that leaf. There we go. And then this leaf didn't really go, so we're going to just press that down a little more. The ones that have all these little tiny details are a little bit tougher. You want to just make sure you're going slow. So if something didn't transfer, you have time to go back. There you go. So you have time to go back and press it down again. And then I just use my finger to press this down and make sure that it's all adhered. It's so pretty. I love that. That's going to be beautiful at Christmas time. Okay, so there's that piece. Then this one, they used two leaves, I believe. Oh yeah, these fern pieces. So we're going to cut out two of these ferns. I really had fun playing with these. I will show you some samples that I made. So we've got this one that's going to go like that. Oh, do I have a second one? Oh yeah. Phew. I was going to have to change up my design here, but I've got it. I'm going to have to buy more of these already. So we're going to put one on here and then one going this way is how they designed it. So we'll just do one at a time. So I've got this one. Let's pull the backing off. So these are rub-ons, Tracy. Oops. So we will put this one on. It's kind of like a decal. And then again, use our bone folder to just give it a good rub. And then I'm going to pull this up and that should transfer right there. Transfer our leaves. Oh, that's just beautiful. And then we'll get this one on. They're so sparkly. Oh, let me turn this over. Go this way. Be easier, I think. Did I take the backing off? I can't remember. I think I did. Okay, and then we'll just press this down. And then again, lift up. It's just the edge of those little leaves at the beginning there. There we go. There we go. Perfect. So beautiful. Really pretty. Okay, so that's that one. All right, what did they do on the square? Oh, they did this other leafy thing. Almost like a pine branch. And I picked this design so that you could see the process quite a few times instead of me just doing a card with one transfer on it. Okay, so we're going to lay this on here and just stick it down a bit. And then I'm going to rub it. Get the edges. And then just lift this up. This is the hardest part, is getting your finger under there. Oh my goodness, I can't grab that. There we go. Ooh. So pretty. And then this last one is this, I think it's kind of like a ginkgo leaf. This one here. Oops, put these aside for another card. All right, so we'll take the backing off of here. And this one, oh, this one is not going to fit completely on this piece. So we're going to center it up. Where we want it. You're going to have some of this come off onto your work surface. Okay, and I'm going to pick that up, flip it around so I can go from the bottom up. Okay, so some of the sides will be left over. Just want to press it down and then just rub what's left over on the edges. We'll just rub off, or it can go around to the back side. All right, so now we have all our pieces. So let's create our card front. So this one is going to go around here. Let's get some glue. Right on there. Then our little wreath. I'm going to just put glue in the middle here because I think this piece has to tuck under a bit. I'm kind of, oops, it's upside down. Kind of following the picture here. So we're going to put this about here. It'll never be exactly like the picture. Then this one went right about here. It's already not like the picture. That's all right. We're doing our own thing. Okay. And I find that card sketches and pictures are just a starting point. They give you a good idea, and then you kind of have to make it your own. All right, this one I wanted to kind of tuck under a bit here because I want it to be lower than this one. All right, so let's get some glue on here. And then I want to go up a little with this one. And I think I'm going to pop this one up. Just have a little piece hanging off. I can't tell in the picture of this card whether this is popped up or not, but I would like it to be. So we're just going to give it a little more interest and elevate it a little bit. And that's going to go right there. Then we just need our little sentiment piece. And I was going to do this happy birthday. Oh, you're going to ask me where the happy birthday is from. That's a good question. I think this is from the right words. One moment. Yes. So this is from the Right Words Cling Stamp Set. Happy birthday. I thought it looked kind of modern, the font, so I liked it with this technique. And this I am stamping in Secret C, my new favorite color. There we go. And I'm going to just trim that a bit. I think I might give it a little angle. Right here. And we'll pop that up as well. And then I did not have any bling. I could do gold, but there's a lot of gold on this card. So I thought, well, maybe if I can do peach pie or calypso coral would be pretty. I'm going to actually show a little more of that orange there. Put that down here. But I didn't have any calypso coral. So I got these iridescent pearl basic jewels out, and I thought we could color some with our Calypso Coral Stampin' Blend marker. So let's do some. You can see I'm going to need a new marker. I've used it to color too many things, and it's gotten all frayed. It's a mess. Oh my goodness. All right, so I'm making 5 of those. Just want them to dry so I don't rub the color right off. So while those are drying a little bit, I'm going to put my card design onto my card base with just some liquid glue. And I find it hard to do that when it's folded closed. So I'm going to lay it down. And I'm going to line this up with the edge and with that score line. And then I'm going to fold it in half and make sure that it's lined up here. You have to do what works for you and what's easiest, and that's how I find it to be easy. All right, then we'll take our little pearls and we'll get our little pearls on here. And then that's going to be it for our card. So let me show you some of the little samples that I did. All right, so that's the collage in the coral. That is really pretty, huh? Yep, that's right, straight out of the catalog. And then here's the one I did in the blueberry bushel. Very similar, but I went landscape. So those are those two. And where are my samples? Okay, here are my samples. So I did a little gift enclosure card. These are some little squares. I think they're 1 1/4 by 1 1/4 little squares. This is a 3 by 3 card. So it's just a little gift enclosure. I did Daffodil Delight, Timid Tiger, Strawberry Slush, and Petal Pink. I did the gold, like, tire track things in the back. And then each piece got a little design there. And then I heat embossed the sentiment. And then I even did my envelope. So you have a little matching envelope there. That'd be real pretty for a wedding card or anniversary card, doing it a lot of gold and then getting a matching envelope there. So there's that one. And then you can use these as just background designs for your cards. So here is a piece of Pretty in Pink that I cut out with the Textured Notes dies. And then I used one of these gold designs, this one here, just straight across that. And then I layered this up with the little birthday cake from the Wildflower Birthday Celebration paper. And then again, heat embossed my sentiment and used some little gold ribbon there. And then the last one, I think might be my favorite. This is a sympathy card that I did in soft seafoam. And I blended the background with some soft seafoam. This is the Spotlight on Nature leaf. So I stamped it in the background with soft seafoam. And then I put this grid. Oh, let me find the grid for you so I can show it to you. I think I used them all. I might have used them all because they were my favorite. Oh, here it is. I still have some silver left. So there's this grid in the Rub-Ons. And so that I put on top of my stamping. And so that makes just a nice gilded background back there. And then I fussy cut this, so made it 3-dimensional with deepest sympathy for a sympathy card. All right, so that's it for me tonight. Hope you enjoyed watching those. If you haven't gotten them, I think you should. They're just so much fun to play with. They're only $13, I think, $13.50 for the pack. You get 8 sheets, and you can just play to your heart's content. I think you'll really enjoy them. All right, let us switch over here. Okay. Take that out of the way. And now look at the light is so bright. My goodness. All right. All right. So that's it for me tonight. I think that's all I had to tell you. There is a sale going on. Buy one, get one 50% off with all of the sweets and sweet products. So if you haven't checked out the website, check it out. There's also some last chance products. The last chance or the clearance rack has been updated, and they've added some new stuff. So check out the website if you haven't checked it out for a while. Okay, that's it for me. Everybody have a good weekend. I have to work tomorrow, so bummer. But anyway, enjoy your weekend and stay crafty, my friends.